Greetings. I am a dragon alchemist, and allow me to entertain you. I am once again playing Fallout 4, where I am at Old North Church. Again. I swear this place has become a second home considering how many times I have to visit here.
High-Rise was a good man. So many good men.
Yeah, that wasn't exactly a bit of good news, was it? I do come bearing some good news, and some bad news. Good news! The Battle of Bunker Hill was a success. Railroad succeeded in rebuffing the Institute, as well as the Brotherhood, which kind of arrived unexpectedly. I didn't exactly have a part in that battle. I kind of just waltzed through it without firing a shot, except at the Courser, which didn't tip off the Institute. What did tip off the Institute was that I got tired of their shenanigans. That was the bad news. I said I'd had enough, and they said they had enough of me.
The business and good neighbors concluded, right? The extent of our operation there is quite sensitive.
Yeah, I got some other news.
Bad news. They kicked me out of the Institute. I can't get back in.
God damn it. We knew the whole operation was a long shot. I'm sure you did your best. With no way to coordinate with Z-114, I'm afraid we've lost our only chance.
No, I'm quite sure we have some other ways in. I did get a network scanner from Sturgis. He's gotta have something for me. And if not them, then there's the Brotherhood, but I don't think you're gonna be walking with them.
Is that it? There's no other option?
Not with the railroad. Without help, the railroad simply doesn't have the numbers to do anything to the Institute. To forcibly free the synths in the Institute, you need an army. There may be a way. Not with us, but with your Minutemen. If you continue rebuilding them, you'd have that army. Then with the data you got using Tom's holotape, maybe they can find a way back into the Institute. If we can help with that, let us know. But I fear the fate of all the synths lie with the Minutemen now.
Tell me you must have time.
Now, why didn't we start with this from the beginning? I am the General of the Minutemen. You could have just asked me from the start. Hey, do you want to help the synths with the Minutemen? Sure! Not this whole, are you with us? Or with the Minutemen? I don't know. How about both? Wait, what? Did you have something to say? What is it?
You're excited. What is it?
I am elated. Giddy. I begged to become a synth for a reason. For science. To be able to make real progress in studying the medical arts. I have had a breakthrough. Using a new strain of newt fruit, I have discovered a way to greatly improve the restorative properties of stim packs. I realize this is not earth-shaking, but it means that inspiration does exist.
Ooh, so Curie does now have the capacity of creativity. That's wonderful.
I know it wasn't easy, but you did it.
I find my head full of notions. Experiments. Many will fail, but maybe I will make more discoveries. And you have given me this capacity. And beyond that, so much more. The world is full of life, possibilities. You are very dear to me. My close friend. And I hope I can return the many favors you have given me.
Well, I suppose in the headquarters of the railroad, now that you're a synth, this does kind of press me into having to work actively against the Institute. They're not gonna care that you were a former robot. They just see your body as meat. That is their forced labor. So that means we will have to oppose the Institute in a big way.
I consider you the same.
Good. Very good. Here is a sample of my new stim pack. Now I must share it with the world.
You have reached the highest level of affinity with Curie. You have gained the Combat Medic perk. Excellent. What does that get me? Combat Medic, Combat Medic. Thanks to your relationship with Curie, once per day you will heal 100 hit points if your health falls below 110%. I suppose that's handy if things get that bad. there's been a few situations where I have gone right to the limit. Okay, where do we have to go here? Burning cover. Talk to Preston. Preston should still be at Sanctuary Hills, where I left him. Oh, I also went back to Bunker Hill to see what the damage was after the battle. Apparently, they decided to join the Minutemen. And so, as repayment for that, I hooked them up with a fusion power plant, got some defenses, a teleporter, the usual light stuff.
Is he here?
Now, if I wasn't in survival mode, I wouldn't have the option for fast traveling, but because this is a Let's Play, I rather need fast travel to save on time. I can't afford to just keep, you know, waiting to go between settlements. So this is kind of a needed convenience. I would still have the teleporters in my settlements even with survival difficulty, though. I have the technology that I got from the Institute. I know how to use teleporters. I have the science perks. It would make sense that I would utilize it to the best of my ability. But I still wouldn't use fast travel. I would go between settlements on foot if need be, if there wasn't a teleporter. It's the little things that kind of bug me, but I work with what I can. Oop. There's Preston, and I might as well get some harvested razor grain while I'm around here.
I've received word from the castle. Apparently, they've spotted hostiles scouting the perimeter. We should go find out what's going on.
Hostiles? I wanted to talk to you about the Institute, but apparently we got something else.
I got word of a settlement that needs our help. Here's the location. Get there as soon as you can. We promised them we'd be there when they needed us.
Oh, come on. Who's attacking?
Is this a better time for that talk?
What talk?
What conversation?
Just all that stuff about how I was feeling about life when you first met me in Concord. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't talking complete nonsense.
Oh, that again. Yeah.
I understood.
Oh.
Let's kind of skip through this because we already settled for what we got.
I hope I didn't make you too...
Yeah, sorry about this, Preston, but apparently the castle's under attack. And so is Covenant. We'll talk again soon, Preston, but apparently the defenses have to be raised. Open her up, open her up. What am I dealing with here? Who do I have to talk to? Oh.
My back hurts, my feet hurt.
Well, okay, defend the castle.
Everything hurts.
Okay, I got a marker. I got a marker.
Glad you made it in time, General. I guess we're about to find out if these new Minutemen really have what it takes. We've seen a lot of those Institute Crow things sniffing around. Looks like they're getting ready to try to take us out. We've called in volunteers, so we aren't short of people. We'll see how these greenhorns do in a real battle. And I'm feeling pretty good about our defenses, but it sure wouldn't hurt for you to take a look around and shore up any weak points you see.
Institute Crow things? What crow things? They've got synthetic crows now? Why was I not informed about this? And how did you know about it? Okay. So it's apparently the Institute that's attacking. Apparently Sean's not the sort to live and let live. No. Nope, we gotta go into battle against him now. And that changes up my priorities a little. I'm gonna have to install some new turrets around here. You know why? I've designed the defenses out here to deal with threats such as super mutants, raiders, gunners if need be. The Institute, however, has teleportation technology, which I've been abusing on my own too. And if they can teleport, that means my internal defenses have to be buffed up. I already installed a bunker over here, but I don't think it's going to be enough against teleporters. I've got external defenses, but I'm not quite sure how well that's going to go out. Pretty well, apparently. Just use a lot of missiles. Is that it? Southwest. Yeah, southwest. Where's the town? Oh, there's the southwest. Nope, we still got some problems over here. Never mind. They were pretty much destroyed. Do I have to do anything, or are my defenses that strong? Nope, they're still coming. Okay, you Institute synthetic bunch. I realize that you're just attacking on the orders of your Institute masters, but this is how it's gotta be. We're not gonna have this anymore. I am not having the Institute attack the Minutemen. I am tired of the Institutes kidnapping people, using them as guinea pigs for their experiments. Oh, great. I think they destroyed the power supply. Yep, it's damaged. 1 second. Get those repairs done. There we go, much better. Though on top of defending my settlements, I have got to also save the synths. It's one thing after another. It's full-on war with the Institute now. You know, I had thought I'd be singing a song for saving the synths. But, apparently that's gonna have to change now. We're gonna have to settle for defending the castle. I suppose it still fits. I could try singing it now. Do you hear the people sing? Singing a song of angry men. It is a song. It is the music of the people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Will you join in our crusade? Who will be strong and stand with me? Beyond the barricades, is there a world you long to see? Then join in the fight that will give you the right to be free. Do you hear the people sing? Sing a song of angry men. It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Will you give all you can give so that our banner may advance? Some may fall and some will live. Will you stand up and take your chance? The blood of the martyrs will water the meadows of France. Do you hear the people sing? Singing the song of angry men. It is the music of a people who will not be slaves again. When the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums, there is a life about to start when tomorrow comes. Okay. Defenses on the outer walls have held. My ability to sing, though, not holding up quite so well. My apologies if you didn't like the song. Well, maybe I'll get better someday. Maybe. But, you know what? I felt it appropriate. I felt it very appropriate given what was happening. Well, kind of appropriate. It was the song in France. This is Boston in America. But it's about fighting against the oppressing regime and all. And the Institute certainly fits the bill. I'll fiddle with that later. Gotta check the internal defenses. Jump up. Oh. Oops. Okay. We're fine. We're all fine. I'll just step down from here. Is everyone alive? Everyone except the coursers and the synths and... Oh. I guess you were making use of that XO1 armor I left around here. Fair enough, Preston. So what's the damage, Ronnie?
I guess the Institute will think twice before tangling with the Minutemen again. I hear you're working on figuring out how to hit back at those rats. I hope you find a way, and soon. I'd like another crack at them, with the shoe on the other foot this time. I think Preston wanted to talk to you. Maybe he has some good news.
I would hope so, because I still have to get to Covenant and defend them as well. Hold on a moment.
Seems to be growing well.
Fighting the Institute's hungry work. And apparently they damaged a bit of my fields in the attack. Okay. Come on, get out of the way, Brahmin, before I have to shoot you. I'll deal with it later. I can fix this one over here, though. That's good. Is that it? Is that all that was damaged? Can I fix anything else around here? No, I still need to fix that planner to get back to 23 food. I'll deal with it later. Preston! You wanted to talk to me about something?
It's time for us to strike back against the Institute.
I have some good news for you. Sturge has found a way into the Institute. We can launch an attack whenever you say the word.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask about that, but apparently you already had that covered. What's the way in?
What's the secret way in? He's been analyzing that data you brought back. Turns out, it included maps of their whole underground complex. He found some old tunnel that's still open to the surface. Cooling water for their reactor, I think. I figured you can get in that way and secure the teleporter, then use it to bring in the rest of our troops. We fight our way to their reactor, fix it to blow, and get the hell out of there.
Alright. Well, I can work with that.
Do we have enough troops for the assault?
Yes, I think we do now. Enough to fight our way to the reactor, which is all we need. Get the details from Sturgis. I'll make sure the Minutemen are standing by to teleport into the Institute on your signal.
Actually, you didn't even need to bring in the rest of the Minutemen. I mean, to settle things, I could pretty much do it myself, if need be. But I appreciate the backup.
Hey, is there something you need?
Yeah, we need to... Apparently I still need to talk to you about this.
We need your help to attack the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the world would you want to mess around with them?
Didn't they attack me? Us? Right now? Yeah, my wife, my son is kind of a scumbag. Let's go with the scumbag option.
They kidnapped my son. Damn.
That's not what I was intending to talk
The
about.
Minutemen will stand beside you, General. There's no question about that.
That's not what I... Again. I wish I had the right dialogue options, but... if I want to keep the updates on my HUD about... well... whether I'm hungry or parched or all that... I need to have the dialogue in the standard format. So, unfortunately, until that gets updated, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Well, that's it. We're at war with the Institute. I feel a tiny bit bad about that, but then the reason why I feel that is only a few of them are actually good people who think about what they're doing. The rest, they just ignore whatever inconvenient facts come their way. And we've got to put the brakes on that. If they're willing to attack me in my stronghold to prevent something they think is a threat, well, we're a threat now, alright. We will actually actively oppose them. Sad that things turned out this way. The Institute could have done so much with their technology. I've already made great use of their teleporters for the greater good. But no, they've got to make an issue of it. I'm heading to Covenant before we get to Sturgis. Apparently this is also a rush job. Here we are, back at Covenant, where I did gave it a few improvements. What do you need me to do? Oops. Wrong button. Stop the raiding at Covenant.
If we had a good supply of clean water, things would be pretty
I'm
good.
glad you're here. We've been having some trouble with raiders.
Raiders? Raiders? I'm dealing with the Institute, and you have... I set up the fence... Alright, fine. What is it?
Tell me what's going on.
They showed up in force a few days ago. There were too many of them. We had to give them what they wanted. They said as
What?
long as we kept paying them tribute, they'd leave us alone. At least we know where they're hiding out. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
How could there be too many... Apparently, I already wiped them out, too. You guys are worthless at keeping the defenses up.
I took care of those raiders for you.
Really? Well, that's the best news I've heard in a long time.
Preston, your quest was a bit outdated. Very outdated. Okay. Well, at least that's one less thing I have to worry about. Apparently that battle was so intense, I burned quite a few calories. Just getting my harvest of razor grain in. I like razor grain. I use it for my noodle cups. I've got to do something about these bodies. They have not disappeared after all this time. I've got an undertaker over here. You'd think they would have buried them by now.
Lost
Let's
track
get out of
how many
here.
vistas I got.
This was interesting. Got to get to Sturgis. He's the one who's got a plan. And I hope it's a brilliant plan, because right now, I've got not much of anything. I can beat back the Institute anytime I wish, apparently, in any of my settlements. But unless we have a way to retaliate, to stop the incoming attacks, they're just gonna wear us down through attrition, like I said before. And we can't stand up against that. We have to take them out directly. They could have let us be. Warwick home. Give me a moment, Sturgis. Apparently, I need to save the world. I think this is going to be a long day for me. Warwick Homestead. I didn't install any defenses here, so I suppose if it's the Institute wanting to make an attack at a weak point of mine, they found it. I did not install anything at Warwick.
What the?
Where is it? Help defend. Oh, gunners. That explains things. 1, 2, 3. Ow. Yep, it's gunners. It's gunners. High ground. Oh, I don't have any
What just
jetpack at the moment. Yep. Curie, a little cover fire, please. And get to cover of your own. Owie. Stay in cover. Stay in cover. Don't let them burn you out. Okay, that legendary was a toughie. That was it. Bunch of gunners. I can see how that can be a problem when I didn't install any defenses. I should get to that someday. Alright. Crisis averted. For now. I think I'm going to end the episode here. When we come back, I'm going to finally talk to Sturgis about attacking the Institute. For now, though, I hope I've entertained you. Farewell.